Alright, good afternoon, welcome back. Let's see who this might be for. Can I see please? May I see please who this is for? Sagittarius? Yep, Sagittarius. Okay. To my lovely Sagittarians who are always so faithful. Prayer, please. You know, we've been getting that serenity prayer. Maybe we've gotten acceptance and we're ready for something different now. Let's see. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. So this would indicate a lot of things. I mean, there's just so many things. But it takes a very strong person to pray that kind of prayer. And to go into those types of situations to bring light into the darkness. Alright, virtues for Sagittarius spirit. So Sagittarius, you have respect and loyalty. Beautiful. With honesty. I love it. So this is so you right here. And then you have generosity overall. So you're very generous, or you're encouraged to be. Loyal, respect, and honesty. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't even know what to say. It's so beautiful. It's helping you to get honest, to have respect, and to be loyal. Alright, let's find out how this is going here. May I please see how you're working in Sagittarius' life today, Spirit? I got a couple new decks of cards coming. One of them is a sex deck. How are you working in Sagittarius' life, Spirit? Beautiful. The Chariot came out in reverse, Sagittarius, and the Moon. So there's this sense of trying to overcome something that you're in your feelings about. Trying to overcome something that you're in your feelings about. Alright, show me how this happened, please. How did this happen to Sagittarius? There was an imprisonment. An imprisonment, number 29. Alright, what's being hidden from Sagittarius? What's being hidden? What is it that Sagittarius cannot see right now? You had an imprisonment of some sort. What can you not see? There's a house that you cannot see. Okay? And what's being shown? A courtship. So, there's a house that you can't see, but a courtship that's being shown. And what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? That makes no sense. That's a contradiction right there. Sudden wealth and poverty. Sudden wealth and poverty. So at the same time, you have sudden, maybe you had poverty, but what's going to happen next is you're going to have sudden wealth. Maybe you are in poverty and you're going to have sudden wealth. We have toil and labor on the bottom of the deck. So that's like working hard. I'm not sure what to make of this. So we had an imprisonment. There's a house being hidden, a courtship being shown, and poverty and sudden wealth is what's going to happen next. So we need to find out more about that. Alright, what do we want to do here? Let's find out what's being hidden here. The hidden truth. Alright? How did this happen? Somebody was alone, withdrawn, lonely, and single. So maybe you just felt imprisoned by, You were in solitary, it looks like, in prison. Looks like you were in prison. All right, what's being hidden about this house? That somebody is hoping. Maybe you're hoping for a house. All right, and what's being shown? That somebody has a resentment. Somebody is being bitter, saying stinging words, and angry. Somebody has a resentment about a courtship, maybe? I don't know. What's going to happen next? Somebody is hiding secrets and mysteries. But there's going to be a confession of some secrets. Somebody is going to confess secrets. All right, let's find out what they're hoping for. What are they hoping for over here? They're being intangible, dishonest, and tricky about vows, a commitment, promises, and fidelity. So somebody is hoping that somebody is being dishonest about vows, promises. Why would you hope that somebody was being tricky about vows? Alright, and what's being shown when it comes to this resentment? Only good, strong answers from the universe. There's an emotional whirlwind and some illusions, some clouded judgment. Somebody is in an emotional whirlwind. They're being affected dramatically and they feel unstable because of clouded judgment. So this resentment is because of illusions. Like, you don't know what's really going on here. And over here, you're hoping that somebody is being dishonest about their commitments, their promises. Why would you ever hope that? Why would you ever hope that? Because you're clinging. What are they clinging to? What are you clinging to? Being shallow. Somebody's being shallow. It's like somebody's hoping for something, but somebody's being tricky and their vows are showing up here. They're taking care of their self and being bored and superficial. I don't know what's going on over there. And over here, they're having a resentment. All right, clarify what the secrets are they're concealing. They're pretending. What are they pretending? They're pretending like divine feminine is running. Somebody is going to confess that they've been pretending about divine feminine and running. What do you mean they've been... Why would divine feminine be running? Or maybe they're running from divine feminine because of something that was not said. Some lost word. They don't know what to say to you. Like they're running from you and hiding things from you because they don't know what to say to you. What did they do, Spirit? They started something new. Alright. Why are we down here by ourselves in prison? What's going on down there? Somebody was being supportive. Somebody was innocent here. They were innocent, showing support and putting their whole heart into this. And what happened when they did that? Somebody was like, only you. Only you. Somebody was saying, only you. You were the only one. You didn't put any conditions on this, and it was only you. But then they rejected you. Wow, that's not nice. Alright, clarify all of this about this happened. Show me how this happened. There was an Ace of Wands. Alright, clarify the Ace of Wands. Somebody had a lot of pride and ego. This could be an argument. What do you mean they had a lot of pride and ego? Somebody is awakening and remembering that they have to do this inner child work and have this courage to change. Alright, well, what's being hidden? That somebody is avoiding. They have spirit guides assisting with something new that started. I guess they moved to this house And there's been a spark. We see the spark showing up twice. Clarify the spark. Stability, nostalgia, and using their intuition about a reflection. Looking back, this spark is helping somebody to remember, to awaken, and see their reflection. It's, I guess, showing them what they've been avoiding and regret. Well, what's being shown? That's a lot of cards. Can I see what's being shown? What's being shown? Doubts and lacks and apology or forgiveness. They need to have forgiveness because they had doubt and lack. And maybe they wouldn't apologize, and that's why you have a resentment. Well, what's going to happen next? Somebody's thinking. What are they thinking, Spirit? They have regret, and their dreams are here. What do you mean they have regrets in their dreams? They have regret because of a twin flame, a divine detour, something unexpected that happened that caused a storm, and communication. Remember, something was unspoken. It has to do with a third party. Why is communication here? The winter came out. What do you mean the winter in communication? Divine masculine is here. Their higher self is here with the past lack and suffering. With deception in the spring. Alright, let's pull some tarot on it, shall we? Why is the Chariot in reverse? Because of something painful. You couldn't get over this. It hurt. It was betrayal. Somebody betrayed you. Alright, clarify how they betrayed you. They hurt you. They ended something. They forgot about you. It's like they just aren't even thinking about you. Alright, well, why is the moon here? Because of somebody waiting. Thinking that this is rejection. What do you mean not thinking and waiting and rejection? Somebody's not guided towards this. Okay, so this is like a higher level commitment that you're not guided towards. Where are you guided? There's a card turned over. That Chariot in reverse. It's like you're not supposed to be able to get over this. Well, what are they supposed to do then, Spirit? The Ace of Wands, money focus, and manifesting. Be creative and work on your money. What might that look like? Let's get the other deck. Then we have the Ten of Cups, unconditional love on the bottom of the deck. If we focus on our money, what might that look like? Caution. Self-made. There's going to be a shift. Real estate is here. Leadership is here. And growing up is here. Somebody is in charge of real estate. Growing up. Caution. You made this. You did this yourself. This shift. Caution. This is your mistake. Caution. You made a mistake. Why is caution here? Because of the rebel. The rebel. Caution. There's a rebel. They made this themselves. They went the wrong way. The shift. Why is growing up here when it comes to real estate? Because of a workaholic, recognition, social media, and growth. Because you're working on this social media, getting recognized. What's going to be the outcome of the growth for the social media? You're unlocking a laborer. Clarify what you mean. Justice angelic help, options, a rescuer, and science. Clarify the options here. Somebody's a motivator. Somebody's going to motivate you. Not to say anything, but to write. And this is settling. Be quiet, write, you're settling. What do you mean settling? You made mistakes in your business, and there's an artist here. Clarify the mistakes. You had a conflict. Clarify the conflict. You're conflicted about your life purpose, leaving a legacy and being a designer. What might be the outcome of leaving a legacy and life purpose? Be patient. You're still learning. But you have a windfall on the bottom of the deck. Outcome of being patient. You're an inspiration. Alright, what else? The office is here with stability and a windfall. And using your voice. Alrighty then. So that's what happens if you focus on your money. Let's see what kind of healing you need. What kind of healing does Sagittarius need? If you're feeling trapped right now, you feel like what works for others doesn't work for you, you need to take off your mask. Alright, what else? Your dreams are here. Pay attention to the signs, and this cycle is over. You need to love yourself. Alright? Talk to me out of this deck. Where is Sagittarius at here? May I see, please? You're having to have self-worth. You're ascending, and you're seeing signs, and then you're contemplating. Your signs has been here twice. Oh, about somebody being bound. Self-worth, ascending, seeing signs, and contemplating. You're thinking about being bound to a soulmate, and there's a card turned over. A karmic partner. You're thinking about somebody being bound to a karmic partner. They might be a soulmate. Alright, where is this person at that Sagittarius is dealing with? Where is the person at that they're dealing with? They're having to surrender because they're in a third party. And compromise. They might be watching you. What's connecting the two, Spirit? What's connecting Sagittarius with this person? Something's ending. What do you mean, conclusion? I think it has ended. You're understanding that you need to refocus. You've been through some dark shit, and you need to release this. Do the shadow work. There needs to be forgiveness, and in divine timing, somebody's going to take action. Clarify taking action. It's about regret and being unawakened during separation and numbing. Outcome in the next week for Sagittarius. Somebody's going to awaken and there will be justice. And clarify justice, you might be being admired too. Justice is that somebody's watching you, they've learned some lessons, and their tribe is also here watching you. And there's a soulmate on the bottom of the deck. Alright, Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know out of here? Heal your inner child wounds. Get some exercise. And do you, no matter what that is. Somebody has red hair. The sky is the limit when it comes to your dreams, and no one can see your light until you do. You may not get the reaction you want if you decide to tell them you're their divine counterpart. Write your story. Write your love story. Their higher self speaks to you through music, and make art out of your pain. You're too beautiful to pout. And sometimes you just want to run away from it all. Spirit, is there anybody new on Sagittarius' radar? Because this is just an old tape I'm sick of hearing played over and over and over again. Oh my God, y'all. I can't make this shit up. I'm done, Sagittarius. I'm done. Alright, messages out of here. There's a friendship and taking a leap of faith. Finances are a factor right now. Clarify the leap of faith of the friendship. Rejection is here. This is the problem. This is why you're feeling rejected, because there's somebody who will not take a leap of faith because finances are a factor. All right, so what is going to happen, Spirit? You're going to trust. The rebel fell on the floor. Clarify trust. That somebody's mastered this lesson and they have regret. And they're going to get healing, and there will be forgiveness. But right now, you just need to retreat. Marriage on the bottom of the deck. I'm not getting anything different, Sagittarius. I sure wish I was. I sure wish I was. What does Sagittarius need to surrender, Spirit? Comparing yourself to others. Surrender to joy. The magic of who you are, the idea you can fix someone, to surrender to the way things are, just what is, and get outside in nature with your passion on the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. Alright, let's find out what you would say out of here. What would you say out of love, your inner goddess, to Sagittarius? Motherfucker. One card, please, Spirit. Be your own hero and freaking beautiful. With free spirit on the bottom of the deck. So you're going to be your own hero, Sagittarius, number 15. This is back to my original messages that I used to get for y'all. Believe that you are worthy of an amazing life. You don't need to feel guilty or hold yourself back to make anyone else feel comfortable. You don't need to be timid or uncertain, worrying that you are becoming too much for someone else or asking too much from the universe. Living a great life is not about competition with anyone else. Living a great life helps inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take anything away from anyone else. If your dreams both excite and scare you, that's a good sign. Give yourself permission to go for it. Go after what you want with a happy heart. And then freaking beautiful. You are here to march to your own beat. You can be happy and free, whether the world looks at you with awe, admiration, confusion, or love, or all of these at once. Others can love you even if they don't always understand you. Being different doesn't have to mean being alone. It's only when you try to change yourself to fit into a stereotype that you will lose your way, becoming unhappy, discovering obstacles, and feeling increasingly rejected or defeated. The universe doesn't want you to be someone else. It wants you to be you. When you quit trying to fit in and enjoy being yourself, you win. And then number 22, free spirit. Free spirit. We have an active imagination. We can forget to use it for dreams and instead let it create nightmares. There's something that you've been worrying about. There's no need to torment yourself. Let go of any thoughts, attitudes, or beliefs that are based in fear. They are not helpful, necessary, or accurate. Everything has a positive and loving purpose. Even if we cannot see or know what it is straight away, you'll find a loving solution comes to you easily and at the perfect time as you choose to avoid any fearful thinking. Let yourself be free to feel positive and your future about your future and know that everything is going to be okay. But if you got some fear or something. NRLDFQA. HLNYYVK. And again. DKHSEFN. LEDDFME. CJKITAC. HJQSVNG. LZLDTIJ. LEWJBHD. Alright, trinkets, please. Oh, I got a lot. I love you, infinity. There's that key to that hidden house. An elephant. A music note. So much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be like my hand, like a handprint in my heart forever. A heart that says I love you. An elephant. Friends forever. A Taj Mahal. A buck or a deer. Eiffel Tower. The archway. A pentagram. An owl. A palm tree. An apple. We are all mad here. A 3-leaf clover. A heart with stars. Another owl. An archangel Michael. A piece of crystal. A piece of tiger's eye. A butterfly. A teddy bear holding a flower. A peace sign in a heart. A lock. A padlock. A compass. Cherries. Something that says I love you, I love you, I love you. A rose. Maybe your name is Rose. A little kid, a turtle, and a thing that says I love you, and a seahorse. Seahorses make for life, Sagittarius. The skeleton hand, the rocking horse, the Eiffel Tower, the elephant, the prick or the cactus, live, laugh, and love, the arrow, the love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever, no matter where, and never, never give up. Alright, Sagittarius, that's your reading, baby. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.